Once again, magandang araw. So, andito na tayo ngayon sa Module 5, Division of Polynomials. So, sa topic nito ay ating tatalakayin kung paano mag-divide ng polynomial gamit ang long division at saka yung synthetic division. Bago yan, kailangan natin mag-review ng parts of finding the quotient. Okay? So, mayroon tayong real numbers na 228 divided by 5. So, can be written like this. Pwede natin isulat ganito, or itong merong division sign at 228 divided by 5 is equal to, or this form of finding the quotient. Okay. So, if we're going to simplify, pag-simplify natin ito, makita natin yung quotient. So, ito yung magiging result. We just divide. If the first term is not divisible by the divisor, so you proceed to the second digit. That's the 10th digit. So, 22 now divided by 5 is 4. Then, multiply. So, 20. Then, subtract. So, 22 minus 20 is 2. Bring down 8. Then divide 28 by 5. So, 5. 5 times 5 is 25. Then subtract. So, the remainder is 3. Okay? So, ganun din sa polynomial. So, sa given na ito, itong 228, ito yung tatawag nating dividend. So, namang 5, yung divisor. At saka yung answer, yung result is the quotient. Then we have the remainder. Okay, so how about in polynomial like that? So we have to divide 6x squared plus 2x minus 2 by x plus 1. So we can write that polynomial, dividing polynomial like this. Okay, so this is the process of long division. So what is our dividend? So our dividend is 6x squared plus 2x minus 2, and the divisor is x plus 1. So our quotient is 6x minus 4, and the remainder is 2. Okay, so the same as dividing real numbers or integers and dividing polynomial. So the first term should be divided by the first term also of the divisor. So we will discuss that on the next slide. Okay. So ngayon, magbibigay tayo ng mga halimbawa sa pag-divide ng polynomial gamit ang long division. So, halimbawa, meron tayong x cubed minus 2x squared plus 3x minus 1 divided by x plus 1. So, ito yung long division. Merong ganitong sign, no? Yung nakasanayan natin sa elementary grade. Okay. So, what are the steps on dividing polynomials by long division? So, meron tayong step 1, see to it that the dividend and the divisor are arranged into descending order of power. So, ano yung ibig sabihin nito? Kailangan itong mga power nila ay naka-arrange into descending order pababa. So, itong dividend natin ngayon, if we are going to examine, so naka-arrange na siya. So, the first term has 3 as the exponent, then followed by 2, and this is 1. And for the constant term, negative 1, pwede natin lagyan dyan ng x to the 0. So no need to write x to the 0 because the value of x to the 0 is also 1. And then in the divisor, it is already arranged. So hindi pwede yung 1 plus x. So it should be x plus 1. Okay, so what is step 2? So step 2, divide the first term of the dividend by the first term of the divisor. Okay, so i-divide natin itong first term ng dividend na x cube sa first term ng divisor natin na x. So ito na yung magiging solusyon. So x cube divided by x is equals to x squared. So the resulting quotient dividing x cube by x is equal to x squared. So as we have said in step 2, you write as partial quotient. So, i-write natin doon sa taas ng x cube as your partial quotient. So what is the next step? Step 3, multiply the partial quotient to the divisor and subtract the product to the given dividend to obtain the new dividend. So i-multiply natin ito. So x squared, yan, times x is x cubed. Yan siya. Okay. And x squared times 1 is x squared. Then after the multiplication, you subtract the product. Now subtract the product to the dividend, to the given dividend to obtain the new dividend. So we will subtract. So minus. So in the rule of subtraction, palagi natin dapat palitan yung sign ng subtrahend. So itong positive x cube magiging negative x cube na, and itong positive x squared ay magiging negative x squared. And then proceed to the rule of addition. So addition na tayo. So therefore x cube minus x cube is 0. So no need to write 0. And negative 2x squared minus x squared, of course they have the same sign, like sign, so we add. So magiging negative 3x squared, then you bring down 3x minus 1. Okay, so we have now the new first term. Okay. So step 4, repeat the process up to the final quotient and remainder. So meron na tayo ngayong bagong dividend, which is negative 3x squared plus 3x minus 1. So repeat the process. So the same pa rin. Sa step 2 tayo, divide the first term of the dividend by the first term of the divisor. So ito nang lalabas, negative 3x squared divide by x. So after simplifying, so it is equals to negative 3x. Yan. Kasi makancel yung isang x. Then multiply. So this is the result. Negative 3x times x is negative 3x squared. And negative 3x times 1 is negative 3x. Okay. Then after that, you subtract. Okay, change the sign. So negative 3x squared become positive now. And negative 3x become positive 3x. And proceed to addition. So negative 3x squared plus positive 3x squared, unlike sign subtract, so the same, it is equals to 0. And positive 3x plus positive 3x is equal to 6x, then bring down negative 1. Okay, so our remaining dividend now is 6x minus 1. And the first term 6x is still divisible by the first term of the divisor. So therefore, we will continue to determine the final answer. So the same na naman, divide 6x or the first term by x. So this will be now the solution. So 6x divide x is equal to 6. So you write that. Then repeat the process, multiply. It will become 6x plus 6 because 6 times x is 6x. 6 times 1 is 6. So subtract, change the sign, and change the sign. Okay? So 6x plus negative 6x equals now to 0, and negative 1 plus negative 6 is equal to negative 7. Okay? So ito yung quotient natin is x squared minus 3x plus 6, and the remainder is negative 7. Yan. So that's how to process dividing polynomials by long division. So let's have another example. 6x cubed minus 2x plus 4 divided by x minus 2. Okay? So we can write that one now. Okay. So bakit mayroon ng 0x squared? Kasi nga, we have to arrange, yan, we have to arrange the dividend into descending order of power. So x cubed, so may 3 dyan, kaya kailangan meron din tayong square to arrange into descending order. Merong order. Okay? So we add 0x squared to arrange into descending order of power. So anyway, the value of 0x squared is equal to 0. So it will not affect the given polynomial. Okay, so step 2 tayo. So the same pa rin yung first term. Itong first term. Okay. So first term. Okay, copy tayo na. So the first term divided by the first term of the divisor. So balik ito yung lalabas. So 6x cubed divided by x is 6x squared. Then you write as the partial quotient. Then after that, you multiply. Okay, multiply. So we have that one. So 6x squared times x is 6x cubed, and 6x squared minus times negative 2 is negative 12x squared. And subtract. So change the sign, and add. So become 0 now. So 0x squared plus positive 12x squared is 12x squared. So bring down negative 2x plus 4. So our first term now for the new dividend is 12x squared. So we will divide that. We will divide that by the first term of the divisor. Okay, so ito siya. So 12x. 12x divided by 12x squared rather divided by x. So the resulting quotient is 12x. So we will write that in as your partial quotient, and then multiply. Ayan. So 12x times x is 12x squared, then positive 12x times negative 2 is negative 24x. Subtract. So change the sign and add, so it becomes 0, and negative 2x plus positive 24x. So we will subtract for unlike sign, so it becomes positive 22x. Bring down 4. Okay. So the first term now is 22x. So we'll divide again that by the divisor. The first term of the divisor, yan na siya. 22x divided x is equals to 22. So itagdag natin doon sa quotient. After that, you multiply. So 22 times x is 22x. Then positive 22 times negative 22 is negative 44. Okay, so change the sign. Yan. Then become positive. So 22 minus 22 is 0. Then positive 4 plus positive 44 is equals now to 48. So 48 now is not divisible by the first term. This x. Okay. So dividing polynomial by synthetic division. So this is an example sa example 1 natin kanina using long division. So just like in dividing polynomial using long division, we have also to follow the steps using synthetic division. So take note that we can use only synthetic division if the divisor is in the form of x minus r. So ibig sabihin, kailangan binomial lang yung divisor natin, no? Para magamit natin yung synthetic division. Pag trinomial na yung divisor natin, so hindi na pwede natin gamitin yung synthetic division. Okay? So step 1, ganun pa rin yung step 1 natin. Arrange the dividend in the divisor into descending order of power. So this is already arranged. So 3, 2, and 10. Okay. Step 2. Equate the divisor to 0 and solve for x. So we have now x plus 1 equals to 0. The divisor natin is x plus 1 equals to 0. So therefore x equals to negative 1. So assign as small letter r for x minus r. And write to the upper left inside the flip L. Okay, so yun na siya. Negative 1 yung value ng r natin. So ilagay natin dito sa upper left sa loob ng inverted L. Then step 3 natin, copy all the numerical coefficient of the dividend aligned to flip L. So we will copy now the coefficient of this dividend. So the leading coefficient now is 1. Yan, it's considered that the numerical coefficient of x cubed is 1. And then we have negative 2, positive 3 for 3x, and the constant term is negative 1. Okay. Then you write a horizontal line below the numerical coefficient, leaving a space behind. So lagyan natin ng space dito, no? Sa baba ng mga numerical coefficient na kinapin natin doon sa dividend, no? Na mayroong space na maiwan para sa solution natin. Okay. So step 4, bring down the leading coefficient. So yung leading coefficient natin is 1. So just bring down. Okay. Then after that, multiply r to the leading coefficient. So you will multiply ng negative 1 plus 1. Yan siya. Multiply natin yan. Then ilagay natin ang result dito sa baba ng second term. So negative 1 times positive 1 is negative 1. Then after that, add the product as the next term of your quotient. So i-add natin yung product nito na negative 1 plus 1 sa second term. So becomes now negative 3. Magiging negative 3 siya because like sign sila, so i-add natin. Okay? Then repeat the process. So negative 1 times negative 3 is positive. So add yan kanina, no? Is positive 3. Okay? Then i-add natin. Positive 3 plus positive 3 is positive 6. Then multiply negative 1 times positive 6 is negative 6. I-add natin negative 7. Okay, so this first 3 numerical coefficient, this will be now, ito yung magiging coefficient ninyo sa quotient. Okay, at saka itong negative 7 naman, yung last na constant term ayun ay magiging remainder natin. So, dahil ang given ay x cubed, then divided by x, so the quotient must be an x squared. So, you just copy 1, yan siya, yan siya, 1, x squared, then negative 3x plus 6. Okay? And the remainder is negative 7. So, that's how to process dividing polynomials by synthetic division. Okay, so another example tayo. Yung kanina na sinolve natin using long division. So ito solve natin using synthetic division. So to arrange, so we add 0x squared. Okay? So ano yung first step? See to it that it is arranged into descending order of power. So step 2, equate the divisor to 0. So solve for x. So x minus 2. Yung divisor natin equals to 0. So x equals to 2. Assigned as r. So we'll write that in the upper left. So we have negative, positive 2 na siya, no? Okay, copy all the numerical coefficients. So we have that 6, 0, negative 2, and positive 4. So dito yan galing sa mga coefficient natin. Okay, ito. Diyan. Kita natin. So dito siya galing. Yung 6, dito yan sa first term. Yan. Kita. Yan. Yung 0, negative 2, and positive 4. Then, after that, you draw a horizontal line, leaving a space between. Then, you have to bring down the leading coefficient. So, bring down 6. And multiply. So, 2 times 6 now is equal to 12. And add. Yan, add natin yan. So, 0 plus 12 is 12. Then, multiply 2 times 12 is 24. Plus negative 2 is 22. Then, 2 times 22 is 44. Plus 4 is 48. So,
hanggang dito na lamang po. Sana naman may natutunan kayo sa ating munting pag-aaral tungkol sa topic na ito. Hanggang sa muli!